Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Must Watch Tips. Today in this video, we will learn what is the difference between Hlookup, Xlookup and Vlookup. For Hlookup and Xlookup, you will find these two formulas in all the Excel versions. But for Xlookup, you will find this formula only in the version of 2021 and 365. So without wasting time, let's get into the video. We have some data set like this. Here we have the student ID and the subject names. We have some student ID over here and we have the marks of the student in that particular subject. So these three things we have calculated. Now we want what is the name of the student S027, what is the name of S005. So for this we want the lookup value, or we have the lookup value in horizontal way. So for this we will be applying Hlookup. And here we have the data, student ID in horizontal, the name of student, and we have the phone numbers. So let's see how we will write Hlookup formula. So first equal to Hlookup, and then now we can see that we have this formula. So we'll just press tab. The lookup value is in B2 column and comma. Here is the lookup array. So first is student ID, then name, and then phone number. So we have to keep this in mind that when we are applying Hlookup or Vlookup, the lookup value should be always in first row or in first column, depending on your Hlookup or Vlookup. If you are applying Hlookup, then the lookup value should be in first row, and if you are applying Vlookup, the lookup value should be in first column. So now I have selected the range and we will fix the range, then comma, row index number. So we can see that here student ID is in first row and we want name. The name is in second row, so we will be writing 2. So we will just write 2 as the row index number, and we want exact match, so we will write 0, or else you can select false also. Okay, and you will press enter. So you can see that you have S027, the name is Sharma Rima. So we have two ways to drag this formula. One is like selecting this range and pressing Ctrl R. So you can see the formula is dragged now. Or we will click on the cell B2, B1 cell, and you can see that if I am putting my cursor over here, so I can see a plus sign. So I can just drag that plus sign in the next cells. So this way we have applied Hlookup. So now if we want the percentage to be in this column, and we have a data like this, like there we have the subject, and here is the total, and here is the percentage. So for this, as we have to put the values in a column, so we will be applying Vlookup. And for Vlookup, our lookup table should also be in vertical format. Previously we had applied Hlookup, so our table was in horizontal format. So now we will apply Vlookup formula. The format of this formula is same as Hlookup. Just instead of selecting horizontal table, we will be selecting vertical table. And for index number or for row number, for Hlookup we selected the row number, for Vlookup we will selecting the column number. So let's write the formula. It is equal to Vlookup, then lookup value is student ID, then table array is, and we'll be fixing this table. So our first, in the first column we have this student IDs. So now we want to fetch the details of n column, which is, this is the first column, then second column, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th and 14th. So we will be writing 14 over here, and then comma, and then false. So enter. So now we are getting NA because we don't have S001 in our data set. Here we have only 6 student IDs. So we will drag this formula. So we will see that if I remove NA in the data, you can see we have these 6 names of the student, and here we have the percentage. If you want to do a random check that whether these values are correct or not, I can just check S007 Dipali, and here S007 the percentage is 69. So here also it is 69. So this way we will be applying Hlookup and Vlookup, and we have to make sure that our lookup value is always in the first row or in first column in our lookup table. Now we will see how to apply Xlookup, how it is more useful than Vlookup and Xlookup. So for Vlookup, Xlookup, we have some constraint of horizontal and vertical. But for Xlookup, we don't have any kind of constraint like this. So suppose if we want the percentage to be in this column and we have data something like this in the horizontal way. So how we will apply Xlookup? It will be equal to Xlookup lookup value. Then this is the lookup array. So we will fix this, comma. The percentage here is the lookup array. We will fix this also. And then we'll press enter. So you can see that now if I remove the NA, so you can again see that we have applied Xlookup formula and still the values are coming same. So earlier for this table or for this data set, we had applied VLOOKUP because this was a vertical, like we wanted the data to come in a vertical format, and for that particularly we should have the lookup table also in vertical format. But what if you don't have lookup table in vertical and if it is in horizontal format, then you can apply Xlookup. Same way, if I want to fetch the name of the student and I have the name list like this, name list in this format. So I can directly write equal to Xlookup. I will select the lookup value, comma, the name of the list. So this is my lookup array. I will fix this lookup array, and this is the value which I want in return. So I will fix this as well, and I will just press enter. So now same thing has come. The values are same and it is absolutely correct. This was a big difference between Xlookup and VLOOKUP and Hlookup. The another main difference between Xlookup is in VLOOKUP and Hlookup, we always need to have the lookup table. Like we always need to have the lookup value in the first row or in first column in lookup table. But in Xlookup, it is not compulsory to have the lookup value in first row or first column. So we will see one example for that as well. Suppose if I am copy pasting this student ID in E column, and now I am applying the formula as equal to Xlookup. I will be selecting the lookup value, name, this is my lookup array, and this is what I want in return. Just I will press enter and I will just drag the formula, and you can see that we have E first and then B, and still it is working absolutely fine. So this is how lookup works. I hope now you understood the difference between Xlookup, VLOOKUP and Hlookup, and where to use Xlookup, VLOOKUp and Hlookup. So that's all for this video. See you in next video. Thank you.